Lubavitch is unbelievable, that they're all over the world. There was this one nice Lubavitch rabbi that drove all the way from Montreal to New Jersey, the Jersey Shore, where I lived and worked at the time, about 25 years old, 25 years ago. So he would pack up a bunch of kosher food and a bunch of students that were ready to go and do kiruv, go and spread Judaism to a Jersey Shore town, like you heard of Seaside Heights? These are like beach towns. There's a bunch of stores along a boardwalk strip, right along the beach. Pizza place, arcades, t-shirt shops, there's rides, people go on rides. Very interesting place. So that's where my family had a business and where I worked in the summers. And so this rabbi came with a crew of students and a bunch of food, rented a hotel and actually had a Shabbaton in this beach town, Wildwood, New Jersey. There were like about 200 Jewish people working on this boardwalk. Israeli, some from Canada, some from America. So he came and spread out during the day on Thursday and Friday and spoke to all of the people and invited everybody to the Shabbos meal. Some of the people were on their way from work to the nightclub and in between stopped at the Shabbaton. Some on the way back from the nightclub stopped at the Shabbaton. But we all went and experienced this beautiful Shabbaton with this rabbi and his students. One of the students was married, but he decided to come anyway to help other Jews, to talk about religion with other Jews. On Friday, this married student, together with some single students, went all across the boardwalk, talking to all of the Jews, Jewish women, Jewish men, and invited them all to the Shabbaton, of course, put on tefillin on many of the Jewish men. That's what they did on Friday. Now, fast forward after this wonderful Shabbaton, it's Saturday night. Saturday night is a big party night. So some of the students were very anxious to go back on the boardwalk and walk around Saturday night on the boardwalk. A very interesting conversation that I overheard, eavesdropped actually. And so he was talking with a few of the students. These students are saying to the married guy, let's go, come with us, take a walk on the boardwalk Saturday night. He's like, are you crazy? Why would I go on the boardwalk Saturday night? Why would I go on the boardwalk? When we came on Friday and there was what to do, talk to Jews, put on tefillin, so we went to do the mitzvah. But to just go walk on the boardwalk on Saturday night, there's no reason to go. Women are dressed immodestly. Of course I'm not going. My whole life was spent on that boardwalk. Now imagine to hear a person say that the boardwalk is a place that I'm not even allowed to be on was a heavy dose of reality. I'll be honest, it was too heavy of a dose for me to swallow and said, you're wrong, because it was too extreme of an idea for me to embrace. Sometimes there's a light that's so bright that it blinds you and it's darkness to you, because it's such a high level of truth that it's too much truth, and to you that's darkness. When we try to understand the ways of the righteous, the ways of the tzaddikim, and even the ways of the Torah, sometimes we're so far away from truth that Torah looks black. We're called the people in the black, the Haredim. Sometimes when we look at a Haredi lifestyle, a very extremely religious and pure and holy lifestyle, it seems like darkness to us because we're not close enough to see the light, to see the beauty. And that's what happened to me in that story. It was too much for me, and I said, no, this can't be what Hashem wants. However, 25 years later, Baruch Hashem, I understand what Hashem wants. The timing is a part of it, but just an unbelievable thing to consider. Sometimes when we perceive something as radical, something as negative, something that's extreme, and something that's against Hashem, we could just be looking at it from such a narrow perspective that to us it's darkness, but in truth it's the brightest, purest, greatest light that we'll ever have a chance to take part of. And that's the light of Torah. The light of Torah was given to a dark world. And many respond to the Torah in different ways. Some people run away, some people curse it, some people blame it for all their problems, and some see the true beauty and the true light, and they live a life in line with the Torah. They get heaven on earth. And the truth is that if people will look at the truth of Torah with unbiased eyes, they will see that the people live a better life, a blessed life, a wholesome life, a healthy life. You could talk to rabbis that are big philosophers. I say skip all that. Just go to a Shabbos table and look at the children sitting around the table. Look in their eyes. Talk to them. You will see the most amazing, happy, simple, good-hearted children in the world. That's what I saw coming to the religion as a single person going to people's houses for Shabbat. And that tells an important story. Because in the end of the day, what is life all about? We're going to raise a family one day, and in the end, we're going to direct that family in some direction. Or we're just shooting darts in the air. We don't know where we're sending our children. We have to know where we're going so we can send them in the right direction. So one test of truth, which beats all the philosophy tests, is look at the family dynamic. Look at the children. Look at the beauty in the Jewish home, the serenity, the blessing, the contentness, the humility,